Hi everybody, it's Alex and welcome to Wandering Mind Tarot. Today's reading is going to be what does the beginning of 2022 have in store for you. We have 4 piles to choose from, okay? So pile 1 is the blue sapphire ring. I absolutely love this ring. I'm trying to make it where you can actually see it. But anyway, we have the blue sapphire ring. We have, okay, I'm too far away. We have a ruby ring, yellow gold ruby ring with white topaz around it. Okay, that's group 2. Group 3 is this stunning blue opal with white topaz. Absolutely one of my favorites. And then group 4 is a yellow citrine with white topaz. So the others, one is 18 karat yellow gold plated. The other 2 are rhodium plated, and this one is 0.925 sterling silver. I don't know if that would matter to anybody. But anyway, so I actually have not started doing the groups yet, so I'm really excited. I'm going to be as surprised as everybody else. But I have been pulling some cards just to kind of see what the overall energy of the collective is, and I'm going to tell you, it's been good. It has been really, really good so far tonight. I even did pull some cards on myself, which I rarely ever do, ironically enough, right? The whole reason I got into tarot was to, well, so I could pull my own cards, answer my own questions. But anyway, the tarot deck we'll be using is Moonchild. Actually, let me show you the front of the box. The Moonchild Tarot. Absolutely love this deck. We'll also be using some of my other oracle decks like the Soul's Journey, Moonology, Affirmators, and the Starseed Oracle. But anyway, so I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm going to enjoy making it for you. And if you would, please like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification to be notified when new videos are released. Like I said in my first video, I plan on doing 1 a week. And if y'all have suggestions, I would love for you to leave them in the comments. Just let me know. Also, if you wouldn't mind going and following me on TikTok, WanderingMindTarot, and I also have an Instagram page that I'm trying to get up and going, WanderingMindTarot on Instagram. So I greatly appreciate all of y'all's support, and I hope y'all get some good messages, and let's just have a blessed evening, a blessed day whenever you're watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye. Hi group 1. So if you chose the blue sapphire with white topaz, rhodium plated ring, this is your pile. I'm going to set it right there. Just a little bit about the stone actually. I was reading that it's actually like a stone of divine wisdom and royalty, and just a really good stone to wear for clarity of thought and clarity of mind. And I know this is one of my favorites to wear. I just usually don't have anywhere to wear it to, but I do absolutely love the way that this ring makes me feel. I just love blue sapphire to begin with, but just a little tidbit of that. So I do feel that this ring does help bring wisdom and just clarity on situations and things like that. So again, like I said, just a divine stone. So we're just going to set it right here. Hopefully it won't be in the way. Okay, so I did already set the intention with the deck, and I did shuffle a few times, but I'm going to shuffle a couple times on camera. This deck is absolutely huge. and I have very small hands, so it's a little difficult for me to shuffle. So I apologize for my atrocious, oh my gosh, I have a speech impediment, guys, okay? I have a problem with just words, period. My cousin and I actually have a running joke where when I get hung up on a word, her and I, one of us will be like, words, right? Just because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. You know? Yeah, I have to laugh at myself because, yeah, it's just challenges of life, right? Okay, so we're asking what the beginning of 2022 has in store for you. So what I had planned was to pull 4 cards, one for the first 4 months of 2020. Okay, so January, February, March, April. Then we'll have bottom of the deck, which I guess could, well, depending on how it comes out, it could be the overall energy of the 4 months and whatnot. And then below the tarot, I was going to pull a Moonology card for each of the months, and then bottom of the deck. So that is how I plan on doing this reading today. I hope it flows as well as I imagine it will. That's me being optimistic, you know? Okay, so let's get started. What? Oh, I didn't even ask the question. I don't know. I didn't even ask the question yet. I don't like cards coming out before I even ask the question. What does group 1 have in store for them for the beginning of 2022? Okay, we got 1 card here. Here we go. What does group 1 have in store for them at the beginning? Okay. Interesting. What does group 1 have in store for the beginning of the year 2022, please, Spirit? What does group 1 have in store, please? What does group 1 have in store? What does group 1 have in store? Okay. What does group 1 have in store for the beginning of 2022? There we go. Okay, and then we have bottom of the deck. Ironically, this is the same bottom of the deck that came out earlier when I was practicing my spread. And I will show you all of the cards. I just want to get the Moonology ones out too. And I did already shuffle these, but I am going to shuffle again. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, evening, whenever you're watching. Okay, what does group 1 have in store beginning of 2021, please, Spirit? What does group 1 have in store? Please, Spirit, what does group 1 have in store? What does group 1 have in store for you? The cards are not cooperating tonight. What does group 1 have in store for me, please, Spirit? Okay, I'll take that one. What does group 1 have in store for them? Oh, okay. We'll definitely take this one. Okay. I feel this is where they need to be. And then like I said, I will show you these. Oh my, a lot of Cancer energy down here. Okay, let me just Get the energy here. Okay, so it looks like you're going to be starting the year with the Three of Cups, okay? If this was a love reading, Three of Cups usually means a third party, which could be any third party. It doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. But it also is a card of celebration and coming together and appreciating those around you. So that's how I'm going to take the Three of Cups for the beginning of year 2021. So in January, okay, it's going to be a time of reconnecting with loved ones and just enjoying the time with people that you get, right? And then your Moonology card is New Moon in Cancer, relax, okay? So this is all about just kicking back, taking it easy, enjoying yourself, enjoying those around you, really just taking it all in, okay? Really, really appreciate it, because I don't know how many people actually think about it, but it's those really good times with people and experiences that we have that get us through the really dark, difficult times. So we really have to appreciate when good things are happening to us in the moment. We really have to take hold and appreciate it with everything that we have, because that's probably what's going to get us through the next difficult time. For February, we have Death, upright. Now, death is all about change, like a permanent change, okay, transitioning. And I do also just want to point out how absolutely gorgeous that this death card is. You notice that you have a moth and then you have a butterfly, right? Like, it's all about rebirth, just growing, expanding, moving past your limitations. So February looks like you're going to be expanding a good bit, actually, for death to be coming out. And then you have full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. I absolutely love how gorgeous these cards are, and I love that this message is with the death card, right? This is all about just releasing fears, things that have been holding you back. Allow yourself to transition and grow into the person that you've always wanted to be, right? Just, break the shackles, become who it is, that version of you that you've always just saw yourself being. February is the perfect time to do it, because it's just going to be lining up for you perfectly, okay? And then March, we have Strength in reverse. So I do feel that the transition and change that you make in February is going to tire you out some, because it's going to be pretty emotional, especially since it came out in Cancer in Moonology. You're probably going to feel really just tired, right? And that's okay. And just really focus on self-care and doing the things that you need to do to recharge your batteries, right? To get back to a more balanced place. And then you have last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details, right? And it's also, I love that an earth card came out, because, Mother Nature, it's just nature, period, is very healing and soothing and rebalancing and just connecting with nature again, like going outside barefoot and standing in the grass, the mud, the sand, wherever, and just doing that for a couple minutes is called grounding, and it actually really helps restore energy and just bring you back to a more neutral place, right? A more sustainable place. And then for April, we have the Ace of Cups, which is the pinnacle of emotional stability, right? And offers as well. So it could be possible that you have, if you're single, you have a love offer coming up. It could be that you're already in a relationship and maybe they're going to offer a more serious commitment to you, whether that be being exclusive, boyfriend and girlfriend, engaged, being married, whatever. And I just love this so much that your Moonology card is New Moon in Aries. Go for it. That is phenomenal, right? It's saying don't be afraid of this offer that's coming to you, this emotional offer that I do feel has to do with a relationship, because your bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups reversed. So this is either something that you didn't see coming, that you didn't think was possible. Excuse me. I think that you just really didn't think it was going to happen. And your bottom of the deck for Moonology is New Moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Isn't that astounding? I love it. See, you just have to trust that everything will be okay and work out for your highest good, because that's what, you know, that is what Spirit, Source, God, your spiritual team, everybody, that's what everybody wants for you, is just whatever is your highest good. Okay, so now I wanted to pull a few cards from the Soul Journey deck. This is going to be a pretty quick reading because I don't want to just keep going over the same things over and over. I tend to talk in circles enough as it is, and it's a habit that I am really trying to break. So I try really hard not to do it on camera, because trust me, y'all would be like, okay, we're done with this chick. Right? Say, fuck this. Oh, sorry, first cuss word. Anyway, I do actually cuss quite a lot. I just try really hard not to, but I guess it's going to come out today. Oh well. Sorry if I offend anybody. Okay. What does group 1 need to know about the beginning of 2022? I almost said 2021 again. Oh my. That's way too many. Way too many. Well, let's go ahead and look. Let's see what came out. No way. These are the exact cards that came out earlier. And y'all saw me shuffle the deck at least twice. Wow. Okay. I guess these cards were meant to come out. Okay, so we have loneliness, affirmation. I know that I am never alone. Okay, so at one point you might start to feel that the loneliness, right? The heaviness of, let's say if you're not in a relationship, and just know that you are not ever alone. You have your, those who do love and care for you. You have Spirit, Source, God. I refer to him as God personally. It's what resonates with me. But just know that you are not ever alone, and especially not in our community. I don't think. I have seen so many times on other readers' channels where someone going through a difficult time commented, and then just there was an outpour of love to those individuals, you know. So I do know that our community does tend to really look after our own. Okay, next we have guilt, affirmation. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. How ironic that came out twice, or in the second position, because that's right by the death, right by that transitional change that's going to be happening in February. I do feel that guilt's actually going to be something that you do release, whether it be over a particular situation or just in general, right? If you're one of the individuals that is plagued by perpetual guilt, right? I do feel that that actually will be one of the things changing for you. And also the loneliness, right? Just really fully embracing that you're really not alone, right? We're all connected. And then I love that this card came out next, happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. How perfect is that? I absolutely love it. And normally I would go into chakras with these cards, but I feel it's more of what's actually on the card, like the loneliness, guilt, and happiness. That's what I feel needs to be highlighted the most here. But I will point out that you have your throat chakra, primarily. You have your sacral, root, and oh my god, solar plexus. Oh, it's been a long day, I apologize. And then we have heart chakra, right? Oh, and I just realized, look at this. I don't know if this is important to anybody, but there's dolphins. Look at the dolphins. Oh, wow. So if that's a sign for anybody, let me actually see if there's any other signs. The lion, snake, skull, mushrooms, pink flowers, mountains. But that is what I'm seeing there. Okay, so now let's get our Affirmators. I absolutely adore this deck. It is such a cute deck. It has adorable little, I can't think of what it would be called right now, but they're really, really adorable. What? Oh, okay. I do definitely feel that one needs to come out. Oh, okay. Okay, I was only going to take 2, but I do feel that these 3 need to come out. I do feel. Okay. So the first one we have, and I know I said earlier that I don't like taking cards before I state the question, but with this deck I had already set the intention before I came on camera. My tarot deck I had not set the intention yet. Okay, so this one says cleansing. Feeling bogged down by the weight of 1,000 thoughts, feelings, boxes of mystery objects lurking in your closets? Consider this prescription to clean house, mentally, physically, literally, figuratively, and anything else that applies adverbally. It's hard to make room for new connections and experiences when every bit of your emotional space is cluttered with psychic bric-a-brac. So enjoy a major guilt-free flush out, and not to worry, you can always find new psychic bric-a-brac in the metaphorical clutter section of Craigslist. And this is actually one of the bonus cards. So I do feel that this is very fitting considering the massive change that you're going to have coming in February, right? This goes hand in hand with that. And then we have, actually, honesty came out next. So then we have honesty. This heralds a wonderful time of rooting yourself in complete and total honesty. It might seem scary to tell the truth all the time with everyone about everything, but when you practice radical honesty, you can stop hiding and start relaxing. The best part is honesty from you inspires honesty from others. What results in a rootin' tootin' trust parade, and everyone's invited, except the bagpipe players, but you know they'll show up anyway. And that is a bonus card as well. And just a little tidbit, I actually love bagpipes. I actually have a friend who is a phenomenal bagpipe player. He used to play at my little get-togethers that I had at my home all the time. It was always a good time. I don't know if my neighbors appreciated it, but we did. And speaking of, the next card is appreciation. I appreciate the unique ways other people show their love, rather than compare their ways to my ways. Then I appreciate myself for maturely putting up with people who just can't seem to show love the normal, obvious, universal, accepted way. Good job, both of us. Yay! I am a little slap happy. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day, you know? Okay, so then I just want to close it with some advice from Spirit, which the advice tonight has been on point. I actually did a reading for a family member earlier this evening, and the advice was just phenomenal. And then the advice that I pulled for myself was just right on time and perfect. So, okay. What advice do you have for group 1, Spirit? Please, what advice do you have for group 1? Please, Spirit. What advice do you have for group 1? Oh, what advice do you have for group 1? Please, Spirit. Okay. There's 1. Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. I do feel that you are going to have a lot of spiritual downloads, right? Expansion, especially in the month of February, is what I'm feeling, is that you're really going to experience some truths that maybe you've been struggling with, or that you hadn't really fully accepted or really thought about. I do feel it's going to be a really spiritual time for you, for sure. What other advice? Oh, that came out fast. Okay, ooh, I love this card. Double mission, light worker, starseed. Serve the world by being you. And look how beautiful that card is. So some of you might resonate with being a starseed. I actually do not know too much about starseed, so I'm not entirely comfortable on speaking on starseed. But I do know it's if you connect with being a spiritual being, or not spiritual, sorry, celestial being, right? Like if you feel you're from another planet or another galaxy, those types of things. But also light worker. So I am a light worker, right? So some of you might be light workers as well. However, whatever medium you choose to do your work in. But basically the main message is just be you, right? Like you're the only you there is. And, you know, allow people to be blessed by you, to be blessed by your experiences, your thoughts, your perceptions of things. Now, I'm not saying force this upon people, but I'm just saying, you know, grace people with what makes you uniquely you, right? And then I was called to look at the bottom of the deck for this time. So y'all got a lot of extra cards this time, so far. But it's called Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, Higher Learning. So this goes hand in hand with what I was saying earlier about, you know, spiritual downloads, expansion, ascension, however you want to call it. But I do feel this directly goes again with the changes that are going to be happening, I feel, in the month of February. Now, it could happen at any point in the beginning of 2022, but just for the sake of laying the cards out the way that I did, I do feel that that's going to be the progression of how things happen at the beginning of the year. But I do actually, let me pull some letters and numbers for you, because just to maybe give you more confirmation if this was your pile or not, like get some initials and some numbers and see if that means anything to you. But sorry for the noise. But anyway, so let's bust these out. Okay, so we have E, we have I, S, Y. We have the number 4, letter N as in November, another I, so we have 2 I's. We have a C as in Charlie, another I, ooh, 3 I's. Oh, 4 I's, oh my. We have an L, we have another N, an A, and an O. So let me see if there's any words that I can see. It has been quite a long day, so I'm having a hard time thinking straight at this point. But so those are the letters, and so we only got the one number, right? So number 4. But those are the letters that I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that it resonates. And if it does resonate, please like, leave a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe and then hit the bell notification so that you're notified whenever I post new videos, which will be once a week, maybe more depending if I have the energy. But thank you so, so much for blessing me with your time and allowing me to pull cards for you. I hope you have the most wonderful evening, day, whatever time it is that you're watching. And just thank you so much. Okay, bye. Hi, group 2. Okay, so if you chose the ruby, the 18 karat yellow gold plated red ruby with white topaz, this is your pile. A little bit about this stone. I was reading that it's the stone of purity, of passion, of nobility. So maybe that's why I always feel so sassy when I'm wearing rubies, right? But I just overall have always loved the energy of rubies, just how beautiful they are. And I am terrible about knowing what stones go with what month, like the birthstone to each month. I used to know, believe it or not, I actually used to sell fine jewelry. Was actually really good at it. But it's been many, many, many years since I've done that, so I haven't really thought about it. Okay, so we're just gonna set the ring off to the side, make sure it just can stay in the frame. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're gonna start with tarot first. I'm gonna lay out 4 cards. The goal is for it to be January, February, March, April. Then we'll have bottom of the deck. And then I will pull a Moonology card for each of the months and then have bottom of the deck. And then we'll pull some of the Soul's Journeys, Affirmators, and then we'll close with spiritual guidance. Group 1's reading was phenomenal. I was very pleasantly pleased with what messages came out there. And I just from what I've been feeling from the collective tonight, because I did a reading for a family member. I even, like I said in the intro, pulled cards on myself, and it's just such good messages coming out tonight. So I have a really good feeling. So I have already, excuse me, shuffled the deck, but I'm going to shuffle on camera as well. Oh my, if I could shuffle, that would be great. I do have really small hands, and this deck is huge. I'm sure you can see me struggling, but we'll give it a few shuffles. But this is, well, I mean, honestly, all of my decks are my favorites. I love all of them so much, but I will be growing my decks as the months progress. I like to get unique decks that you don't see very often, things like that. So anyway, so always make sure you tune in to see what kind of decks that I have. I do plan on, you know, like I said, adding each month to them. So anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Spirit, what does group 2 have in store for them for the beginning of 2022. Please. What can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What can group 2 expect at the beginning of 20? Okay. First card out. And I will show you all of the cards. I just want to get them out first. What can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022? Okay. There we go. What can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022? Oops. Okay, so we will take that. I just don't feel this one needs to come out though. So we'll take the top one. Okay. Not all cards that come out like that I feel are meant to be here. What can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022? That is too many. We'll take the top one. If it was like, okay, it goes like that. Okay. And then we will take bottom of the deck. Okay, let me move these a little. Okay. Let's pull our Moonology. And I've also been studying up on my astrology, trying to learn it. I actually have severe ADHD and an auditory processing disorder, which I know most have no idea what that is, but basically how I process information is very different than a typical person's. But anyway, so you know, studying astrology, I have spent many hours trying to learn astrology, and it doesn't click. So I actually have a family member that knows quite a bit about it, and she's going to help me so that I can better, you know, make connections with specifically this deck and my Star Codes Astro deck. But anyway, just a little side note. Okay, what can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022? Please, Spirit. What can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022? Oh, that came flying out. Oh, I love that. Okay, what can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022? What can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022, please, spirits? What can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022, please, spirit? What can group 2 expect? Beginning of 2022. Oh, here we go. Okay, we'll take those two. Oh, wow. I love that. Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. What can group 2 expect at the beginning of 2022? What can group 2 expect? Okay. Let me make these all fit. Trying to make them pretty too. Okay, let's see, what is our... Oh, wow. Okay. I know you can't really see that, but I will show you all of the cards. Okay. so like I was saying, I see this as January, February, March, April. Okay, and then we have bottom of the deck, which can be a challenge, or the overall energy of the first 4 months of the year. So that's how I'm intending this reading to go. So first we have, if I can get it off the table, is the Queen of Cups. Okay, I see this as you're going to reach emotional stability, and or more emotional stability, right? Especially pertaining to a situation that you've possibly been struggling with through 2021, right? My dog is drinking water in the background, if you can hear that. Or one of my babies are. But anyway, so I feel you're going to really understand things differently, see things differently, have a little bit more emotional stability when it comes to that particular situation, or just in life in general, just becoming more emotionally intelligent. And it's clarified by new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Okay, I love this, that an earth card came out, because also with emotional stability, if you're struggling with that, one thing that I like to do is called grounding. I like to go outside without shoes and socks on and stand in the grass, mud, sand, whatever, and basically reconnect to nature. And it helps recharge me. It helps balance me, ground me, and it just brings me back to a better, more stable place, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, right? Okay, so the next month we have the Page of Wands in reverse. So the Page is the most junior of the court cards. Okay, and Wands are all about action. So I do feel that February is going to bring a slight blockage, and I feel that it's going to pertain to your emotions yet again, right? I feel that the theme of your year is going to be about reaching emotional stability, the stability that you want, that you've always wanted. So I do see that February might be a little challenging for you, especially with you finding the growing emotionally in January. But it also has first quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. Okay, so water signs are all about emotions, right? So you need to allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, and don't beat yourself up, and really just sit with the things that you're going through, and understand and accept that you're justified in how you feel, because that's how you feel, right? When there's an emotion, that's real. Regardless if somebody tells you, oh, you're just making that up, or you're just being dramatic, you're feeling it, so it's real to you. And allow yourself that room and grace to feel your emotions, and to process information, and to just work through whatever it is that you're struggling with. Okay, and then March, it looks like we have the Three of Wands. Now, how I'm reading this for this reading is I'm actually getting the feeling that there might be some travel in the works for you in March. To me, the Three of Wands, when it's outside of a relationship reading, like a love reading, is all about taking action towards traveling. It could be to just another town nearby. It could be overseas. It could be just taking a little vacation, just getting away. And I love that you got this card, Full Moon in Leo. Go wild. Maybe you're taking a trip to Africa, or, well, shoot, I think lions are in Africa. I'm showing my ignorance right now. It's been a long day. But anyway, maybe you're taking a trip to the safari. Or you'll go see a zoo, whatever town that you're traveling to, right? That could also be a sign for you, the lion. But allow yourself to have fun, you know, cut loose, let your hair down, just enjoy yourself and allow yourself that break. And then April, we have Temperance, right, which is all about balance. You can see in this card how she's I guess she's balancing the 2 cups. Okay, I had to look. Excuse me. I feel that especially after your vacation, your trip, wherever it is that you go, I feel that you are going to find yourself more balanced, more centered, more back to how you were at the beginning of the year, okay? And then you have New Moon in Aquarius, open up to change. These cards are just stunning. Open up to change. So I feel also allowing yourself to just experience life and being open to the ebb and flow of, you know, having the human experience, I feel will help bring you that balance. And just allowing yourself, excuse me, allowing yourself to, you know, be the observer of your emotions and of your thoughts will really open you up to changes that you've been wanting to make, right? And then bottom of the deck here is the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel that this is an overall energy of, I get the feeling you're going to feel maybe that you're lacking. That you're lacking in abundance, right? But I don't actually think that you will be. And that's clarified by the full moon in Taurus, detoxify. Cows might be important for you, or a sign for you as well. So if you just allow yourself to detoxify, and I feel that it's more detoxifying from negative thinking, right? From of worst case scenario thinking, catastrophic thinking. I'm notorious for catastrophic thinking. I always think of worst case scenario. I've been this way my whole life, and I'm working hard, you know, actively working hard on just detoxifying myself from that line of thinking, because it's not healthy, it's not productive. All it does is cause you to go into more of a lack mindset, right? And then it affects all areas of your life, not just mentally, but emotionally, spiritually, even physically. Okay, so let's get to the soul's journey. I did already shuffle these, but I'm going to shuffle them some more. Okay. So the goal is to get 3 of these. What can group 2 expect from 2022, the beginning of 2022? Please Spirit. What can group 2 expect from the beginning of 2022? Oh, we got 1. Okay. I'm trying to keep the cards pretty. Okay, and I will show you these again. What can group 2 expect from the beginning of 2022? What can group 2 expect from the beginning of 2022? Okay, Spirit. A whole bunch are wanting to come out. What can group 2 expect? Oh, here we go. Okay. One more, please, Spirit. What can group 2 expect from the beginning? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and... So first we have honesty. The affirmation is, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I feel this goes hand in hand with the beginning of the year, like January timeframe, where you're reaching that emotional stability and new levels of emotional maturity. I feel taking honest looks at yourself and how you respond to situations, where your mind goes when certain things happen. Like, do you react or respond? If you really are honest with yourself about how you are dealing with things, I feel that's how you're going to reach new levels of that emotional maturity. And then we have self-esteem. Affirmation, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Now, this clearly to me says, know your worth, right? Like, I get the feeling that a lot of you do question why you're here. Is there a reason? Do you have self-worth, right? Like, what do you have to offer to anybody? Y'all are unique souls, right? And everybody possesses a gift that needs to be shared with those around them, right? Or to strangers, just anything. Even if it's having a beautiful smile that reaches somebody to their core, right? Just flashing that smile to somebody on the street. They could be, excuse me, they could be having the absolute worst day ever, and see you smile at them, and you could be the reason that they don't end it that day, right? Like, you could be the reason that they fight for another day. And so I feel it's important to note that, you know, we all matter. Everybody matters. We all are here for a reason. And, you know, well, me personally, I love all of you, right? I love the uniqueness. I love the things that are specific to you, right? Like, so I have a speech impediment, right? That's why it gets difficult to say words. So my cousin and I actually joke around when I'm having a difficult time saying a word. We both will just be like, words, right? So randomly I'll just walk around and be talking to people, you know, in conversation, and just blurt out words when I'm having a hard time, and then everybody gets a good laugh out of it. Even if they don't know why, they're just like, why are you randomly blurting out words, right? Like, I just tend to have fun, especially in serious situations. So I like to think that's my unique gift, is that I'm just a really goofy person. I like to joke around even when it's a really dark time. It's how I got through my military career. But anyway, so everybody has something that can brighten this world. Then we have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So with this, just take pride in yourself. Take pride in your uniqueness, your abilities, your gifts, right? And also understand and don't forget that we're all connected, right? We're all part of Source, of God, of Spirit, however you want to see it or say it. I personally say God. That's what resonates with me. But just realize that, you know, you're not ever alone. We're all connected. We're all in this together. Okay, so let's shuffle this deck up again. And I'm shooting for 2 cards from this deck. What does group 2 need to know about the beginning of 2022? What does group 2 need to know about the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? Okay. Ooh, we'll take that one. Oh, we will take that one. What does group 2 need to know about the beginning of 2022? 1, 2, 2, please, Spirit. What does group 2 need to know? Please, Spirit. What does group 2 need to know? Just one more card, please. Just one more card. Please, Spirit. This deck is kind of difficult to... Oh, there we go. Okay. Actually, I think this... Okay. You are going to get 4. Group 1 ended up getting 3 of these, and you are going to get 4, because I definitely feel these are messages you need to hear. Okay, so the first one, humility. I take a deep breath and release all of my desire to be right. Without right, what's left? A soft, pliable version of me that's willing to make mistakes, hear other people's opinions, and try doing stuff a different way. In other words, I get to take a pretty sweet, all-inclusive brain vacation. Some restrictions apply depending on the current tendency of my ego. Oh, tenacity. Tenacity of my ego. Oh, words, right? Yes. So I feel that humility will definitely be coming to you strong after you reach that new level of emotional maturity. And it's just funny that it also said all-inclusive brain vacation with the 3 of Wands being out here. I definitely see a trip happening within the beginning part of the year. Then we have wisdom. With every relationship, I gain invaluable wisdom. I continually learn which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me, and which ones make me want to cram a soup spoon into my ear and turn it slowly. In that sense, even failed relationships are actually successes. See how wise I sound? Oh, that's funny. I love this card. So, and it's not just emotional maturity that you're going to be gaining. I feel there's going to be a lot of mental growth as well. And then we have tact. I speak and act with care, remembering that impulsive words or a harsh tone can sometimes hurt others. If it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, I'll remind myself that those eggshells might actually be a shop full of china, and I might actually be a bowl. Then I'll remind myself to stop mixing metaphors. Now, the obvious message of, you know, use tact with others, but also use it with yourself. You know, be gentle with yourself. We all need to be a little bit more gentle with ourselves. We're so quick to show grace and compassion and tact to others, but when it comes to ourselves, we are so cruel and harsh, and just we beat ourselves up so much. And just be gentle with yourself. We're all in this together. We're all learning. We're all expanding. We're all just trying to get through this human experience, you know. And lastly, we have levity. Laughter is the best legal medicine, and it looks like it's time for you to take a sweet, sweet hit of it. When someone annoys you or a plan goes awry, try finding something funny in there. And if you ever feel like the butt of the joke, remember the only difference between someone laughing at you and someone laughing with you is that in the first version, you're not laughing. You always have the option, so ought to lighten up. It's legal in almost 200 countries. And that is a bonus card. And it's just funny, I was actually talking about how my goofiness has gotten me through some dark times, right? And some very challenging times. And I can attest that just having a little bit of humor about things really opens up the door to experience things much, much differently than you would if you were serious all the time, right? Like, I'm a huge firm believer in life's already so serious. Let's have some fun, you know. Let's make light of the situation. I apologize. My camera just turned off. I don't know what happened. Okay, so I guess I reached the limit. So basically I was just saying, you know, just have fun with life. Life's already serious enough as it is, right? Okay, so now let's get advice from Spirit. Okay, shuffle this up a few times. And then I will, after advice from Spirit, I will actually go ahead and pull some letters and numbers for you. Okay, what advice do you have? Oh, okay. So we got that. Well, I'll go ahead and just read it. You got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. I do feel that you might struggle with setting up boundaries, and I feel that that is going to be a big part of what you achieve at the beginning, the very beginning of the year, is cutting any codependent relationships that you have. Having boundaries for yourself and others, right? And I do want to note that it's important, or I should say it's important to note that when it comes to relationships with other people, boundaries are something that you set for yourself internally, right? Because you don't want to tell someone your boundaries, because then you're giving them the roadmap to keep you in that relationship, right? So basically you're telling them exactly what to do to keep you involved and connected with them, whether that be a family member, an intimate relationship, a friendship, right? Really focus on setting internal boundaries for yourself, and if the person does not, if the person crosses those boundaries, already decide what it is that you're going to do if that happens. Are you going to have a discussion with them? Are you going to go ahead and just say, okay, that's it, you know, that you've crossed a line that I'm just not okay with, that, you know, we can't come back from this, right? So that is something that you have to decide for yourself. But I do feel that that's going to be something big for you at the beginning of the year. Okay, what other advice do you have for group 2 in 2022, please, Spirit? What other advice do you have for group 2 in 2022, please, Spirit? What other advice do you have, please, Spirit? Okay. Then we have Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper. I do feel when you really look inside and be honest with yourself, take that honest look at yourself, you will start to see things that maybe you've been ignoring, that you haven't been wanting to pay attention to, right? Take those deeper looks, those deep, hard looks. And I just realized my girl is snoring so loud. So if you've been hearing snoring, that's actually my baby girl, Jelly. And yes, there's a whole lot of jelly. She is quite fluffy. We do not say the FAT word, as it hurts her feelings. So she's fluffy, but she's a staffy, so she does snore a lot. But anyway, pyramids might be a clue for you, or not a clue, but a sign for you, okay? And then, or anything Egyptian, because we have like Cleopatra, and I cannot make out what that is. But yes, just Egyptian type stuff that might be important for you. Okay, one more card. What advice do you have for group 2 for 2022, please, Spirit? What other advice do you have? One card, please. Just one. Please, Spirit. What other advice do you have for group 2 for the beginning of 2022? What other advice do you have? Please. One more. One more, please. They're wanting to come out, but they're just not. One more, please, Spirit. What last advice do you have for group 2 for the beginning of 2022? Please, Spirit. One more. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Now, I don't feel that Spirit's saying, you know, none of this, like life doesn't matter. I feel it's saying that the problems that you've been focusing on aren't as important as you may feel that they are or think that they are, right? Like by that, you're making them bigger than they actually are, right? Building up the problem in your mind, because our minds are notorious for doing that, right? Of thinking worst case scenarios, catastrophic thinking, things of that nature. But so it's just saying, you know, take a step back and try a different perspective, right? And then if it's with some, I apologize, my camera keeps saying that I'm reached the max. But anyway, let's get your letters and numbers real quick. In my little California bag. I think it's adorable. Okay. And this is just a way you can verify if this is, you know, this message was meant for you, right? Okay. So let's get some letters and numbers out here. Let's grab a couple more. Okay. So we have 2 E's so far. 2 E's, an L, O, T, P as in Papa, I, a W, oh, that doesn't come out very often, an A, L, O, so far no numbers, another L, a G as in golf, an R, another I, another L. Oh my, so we have we have 4 L's, 3 I's, and 2 E's so far. Oh, and an S as in Sierra. Okay. So those are the letters that I have. I'm surprised that not a single number came out. Oh, we had 2 O's. I'm sorry. We actually had 2 O's. But anyway, so that is your reading. I do greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch my video and being my audience. I hope that this message resonated with you. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you select the notification bell so that you get notifications when new videos come up, which will be at least once a week. I do greatly appreciate your time, and I hope you have a blessed evening or day whenever you're watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Hi, Group 3. So if you chose the blue opal with white topaz rhodium plated ring, this is your pile. So just a little bit about this gemstone. It's actually a healing gemstone, and it's actually more on the rare side. And it is good for if you have a tensed mind, low confidence, emotional scars. So if those are things that you struggle with, I would say if you can get your hands on a blue opal, that would actually be really beneficial to you. I know that I always get a sense of peace when I wear this ring, so I always enjoy it. Plus, this is one of my absolute favorite rings ever. So we're just going to set it there. And I actually cannot remember all of the birthstones to the months. I used to know when I sold fine jewelry, but that was many, many, many years ago. Okay, so how this reading is going to go, we will pull tarot first. I'm going to lay out 4 cards, and they're intended to be for January, February, March, April, and then we'll do bottom of the deck. Then we'll pull Moonology for each month, and then bottom of the deck. Then we'll do some Soul Journey, Affirmators, and then we'll finish with advice from Spirit. So far, the last two groups has been quite interesting and just really, really good messages. I actually did a reading for a family member, as I stated in the intro, and for myself, and the energy tonight has just been phenomenal from the collective as a whole. And that's why I am recording into the late hours of the evening, because I don't want to lose this connection to the collective right now. So I am a little delirious. So things can get interesting, and I'm probably going to cuss. I actually cuss a lot, like a sailor, ha ha ha, because I was a sailor. But I will try my best not to. I don't want to offend anyone. Oh, that was a terrible shuffle. Oh my gosh. Terrible. This deck is so big and my hands are so small. I struggle with it, but I do love this deck so much. So I hope that we get good messages for you and that it resonates. We'll shuffle one more time. I hope everyone is having a blessed evening or day whenever you're watching. Okay, so let's get our tarot out. Okay, what can group 3 expect at the beginning of 2022? Please, Spirit. What can group excuse me. Okay, so we have, I will show you the cards after I get done pulling all of the tarot and Moonology. Okay, what can group 3 expect from the beginning of 2022? Please, Spirit. What can group 3 expect? Okay. What can group... Okay, you want to come out. Okay. Then we have our bottom of the deck. Now, the bottom of the deck, I've been doing either as like a challenge or an overall feeling at the beginning of the year. I can already tell you this one is going to be an overall feeling of the first 4 months of 2022 for you. And I am working on building my astrology knowledge. My cousin is being gracious enough to help me learn as much as I can about it. So I'll be able to better utilize a couple of my decks. Okay, now let's get our Moonology out. What can group 3 expect from the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What can group 3 expect? Okay. I don't know what's happening, but my camera keeps cutting off. So hopefully, hopefully it will allow me to actually get through this reading. What can group 3 expect from the beginning of 20? Okay. What can group 3 expect from the beginning of 2022? Oh, that just blew out. Okay, so we will take those. Actually, I think I know what the problem is with my camera. I think it's because I need to charge it. I think that's why it's limiting me so much, because I'm looking at the time now. So let me get through this part real quick. So for the month of January, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, the Ace of Cups is like the pinnacle of emotional stability in a situation. It is also an offer, right? So you're going to go into 2022 possibly feeling emotionally void on a situation that you've been dealing with, but do not fret. We have new moon in Aries. Go for it, right? So a fire sign, all about action. So don't be afraid to go after what it is that you want, right? So even though you might feel that it might not be reciprocated, if it's a love interest, even though, let's say, you don't know if you should ask your boss for a promotion or a raise, right? Just go for it. You know, really think about what it is that you want and then manifest it, right? Create it, make it happen. For February, we have the Magician in reverse. Okay, so I feel that you're still going to be struggling with making the things that you want to happen, right? Because the Magician is all about having the tools that you need to create what it is that you want, right? Your reality. You don't see that you actually have all the tools that you need. And the fact that the card came out at all means that you do have these tools, that you are more than capable of creating the reality that you want. And then it is clarified by new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive, okay? And that's exactly what you need to do. Focus on the positive, right? Focus on the good things, the blessings. Also look at it as taking action towards the things that you want. What positives will come from that, right? And that's what you need to focus on when you start taking action and moving towards what it is that you want. For March, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is all about taking action in truth, right? I feel that you haven't been completely honest with yourself when it comes to insecurities, which we'll get to in a second. You haven't been honest with yourself about what it is that you feel that you deserve, that you're capable of, all of these things. And that might be hindering you from moving forward with things that you desire, right? And that's clarified by first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity, right? So you just have to keep pushing yourself, challenging yourself, forcing yourself into those uncomfortable positions, because it's going to lead you into April, the Nine of Wands upright, which wands are all about action. And the Nine of Wands is actually a really beautiful card, is the feeling that I get from it for this particular reading. I feel it's you breaking through all of those challenges and all of those barriers and finally saying, you know what, I am worth taking that risk. I am worth putting myself out there. And it's clarified by new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Just trust that Spirit, God, Source, however you want to look at it, however you want to describe it, has your back, right? They have your absolute highest good in mind and interest, best interest for you. So it might also help for you to find balance and grounding yourself. One thing that I like to do is go outside without socks and shoes on and put my feet in the grass or the sand, the mud, just connecting with Mother Nature, right? And it's so balancing and recharging, and, or should I say energizing would be a better word, but it really just puts you back into a Zen place, right? And then the overall energy that I'm feeling for the first 4 months of 2022 is strength in reverse. You just don't feel that you have what it takes to make what you want to happen, right? But you do. And it's also clarified by first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your... Okay, it cut off again, sorry. So believe in your good luck, right? the universe, God, and they have your back, right? Your spiritual guides, your spiritual team, everybody just wants the best for you. Okay, so now let's get some soul journey cards. Shuffle those really quick. Okay. What can group 3 expect from the beginning of 2022? What can group 3 expect from the beginning of 2023? Please, Spirit. Oh, we have, perfect. I try to keep the cards looking nice and it just doesn't happen. It drives, I have OCD like nobody's business, and it gets to me, guys. I try really hard. Okay, so we have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And you can. You just have to believe that you can, right? It's just like having the magician come out. You have everything that you need to persevere, right? And then we have envy. I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Just understand that everybody has challenges, right? Now, yours are unique to you. Everybody's going to experience things in their own unique way. But take solace and comfort in knowing that everybody has challenges. So try to stay in that positive frame of mind and just know that you're not alone. And then we have surrender. I can release my need to control. Surrender to source, surrender to God, your spiritual guides. Again, they just want what's best for you. They orchestrate things for your highest good if you just allow them to. Allow the good things to happen to you. Now let's get a couple cards from the Affirmators, if I can shuffle. I also do have a speech impediment, so I get tongue-tied quite frequently, and it's okay to laugh. I laugh at myself all the time. My cousin and I actually, when I'm having difficulty speaking or saying a word, we always just joke and we'll say words, right? So I'll just randomly bust out with words, and that way everybody knows that I'm struggling. Okay, what can group 3 expect at the beginning of 2022? Please, Spirit. What can group 3? Okay, let's get one more. What can group 3 expect at the beginning of 2023 or 2022? Oh my gosh, look at me, just skipping a whole year. What can group 3 expect at the beginning of 2022? Okay, that's way too many. What can group 3 expect at the beginning of 2022? Please, Spirit. Okay, we'll take that one. Okay, so we have, let's go with the one that came out first. We have no scorekeeping. I cut ties with past conflicts and make my personal life a clean, shiny slate. Beginning this moment, everything is new. When an old grievance repeats itself in my head, I introduce it to my new head tenets: tolerance and equanimity. Words. Then I give it to its stupid t-shirts and records back and tell it to leave. I absolutely love this card. It cracks me up, especially since I can't say the word. Open-heartedness. I know that life and the people living it can be absolute bummers sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded. If I let negative experiences turn me sour, then the jerks win. So I'll move on with an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks. Right? Like, just all about staying positive, and stepping into your power. Okay, so let's get some advice from Spirit, and then we'll go ahead and pull some letters and numbers for you. I impromptu did that for the other 2 groups so far, so I'd like to do it for you. Okay. What advice do you have for group 3 for the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What advice do you have for the beginning of 2022? Okay. We'll take those two, and I'll go ahead and read these. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Now, I feel that's actually just saying we build up our problems way more in our heads than what they actually are in real life, right? So just remember, you know, think bigger picture, right? Camera is about. Okay. Then we have the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So don't be afraid to bring your dreams, your hopes, all of that to the forefront and working on creating those things for yourself, right? Don't be afraid to do that, and just don't be afraid to dream and then make those dreams a reality. Start taking action to make them a reality. One more piece of advice for group 3 for the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit. One more card of advice, please, Spirit. There we go. The Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Right? So just remember to stay connected to Spirit, Source, God, however you want to say it. And be grateful for what the things that you do have, and just stay in that positive mindset. Okay, so we are going to get some letters and numbers now. Group 2 actually got 0 numbers. I was really surprised that happened. I was not expecting that at all. Okay, so we'll take those. Okay, so we have a 9 or a 6, however you want to see that, a 9 or a 6. Okay, I'll just say 9. A 3, a 0. Okay, then we have an M, N, I, 2 O's so far, 2 S's so far. We have an 8, an R, E, C, and an A. So most of the letters actually haven't been spelling any names, but this one actually does. This one spells Eric. I'm trying to see if there's any other names, because that's the first, you're the first group that actually had a name spelled out. So anyway, so that is all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope it resonated. If it did, please like, comment. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you're notified when new videos are posted, which will be at least once a week. And thank you so much for your audience. I greatly appreciate your time, and I hope you have the most blessed day or evening, whatever time you watch this. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi, group 4s. So if you chose the yellow citrine with white topaz 0.925 sterling silver ring, this is your reading. This is one of my absolute favorite rings, by the way. And just a little bit about the stone. It is focused on prosperity, energy, and joy. So I always feel just really good energy anytime that I do hold a citrine, right? So I just absolutely love the stone. We'll just set it right over here so it's still in the camera. My camera's acting up tonight. It is only letting me record between 5 minutes to 6 minutes at a time. I figured this out the last 2 readings, the last 2 groups. Not entirely sure why, but So it is going to keep stopping on me. But how it's going to work is I'm going to lay out the tarot first. We're going to do 4 cards, which are supposed to represent January, February, March, and April. And then we'll have bottom of the deck. Then we'll have Moonology cards for each of the months, and then the bottom of the deck. Then we'll do some soul journey, affirmators, and then follow with guidance from spirit, okay? So I did already shuffle these, but I do want to shuffle on camera. This deck is huge, so it is difficult for me to shuffle because I have really small hands. And sorry for the noise in the background. Oh, that was a terrible shuffle. Terrible. Okay, let's just redo that. I can't. Oh, it has been a long day. I will tell you what. But it's been good. It's been a good day, and I hope everybody else's day is going well or went well whenever you're watching. Okay. What does group 4 need to know about the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What does group 4 have in store for them beginning of 2022? Okay, so I will lay all the cards out first, and then I will show you as I describe them. What does group 4 have in store for them at the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What is, okay. We will take that one. And then, okay. What does group 4 have in store for the rest of 2022? Or the beginning of 2022. I apologize. What does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What do they have in store? Please, okay. What does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What does group 4 have in store? One more card, please, Spirit. Ah, okay. That just kind of went crazy. I had a whole bunch to say then. Okay. And then we have our bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's get our Moonology. I am working on improving my astrological knowledge. My cousin is actually helping me learn more so that I can better connect astrological signs to your readings. I am growing and improving. It just takes time. There's so much information. Okay. What does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What does group 4 have in store beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022? Please. What does group, okay, we'll take that one. Okay. I actually don't know where that stopped, so I only got this card laid down. So, what does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022? Please, Spirit. What does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022? Please. we will take this one. Okay. And then we have bottom of the deck. Okay, so January, February, March, April. So for January, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. So the page is the most junior of the court cards, okay? And wands are all about action. And the page is usually very, for the one specifically, is like sure of themselves, right? Sure of action that needs to be taken. So I am showing that you're going to start out the year unsure of what direction you need to go, right? And that's probably going to create tension for you and just anxiety and things of that nature. It's clarified by full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension, okay? So Scorpion might be a sign for you that you chose the right pile, but just, you know, make sure that you sit there and breathe through the uncomfortableness, breathe through the tension, work on just moving past the barriers, right? And really think about the action that you want to take and push yourself towards that action. In February, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? So, cups are all about emotion, and the Eight of Cups, to me, is usually a kind of a sad card, right? But I see that since it's reversed, that it's not really going to, the blockages that you had in January, I see are opening up for you, at least emotionally, are going to open up for you. And it's clarified by first quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. Okay. So I know I mentioned this in one of the other piles that, you know, when you feel something, regardless of what anybody tells you, if they tell you you're being over dramatic, you're imagining things, because you feel it, it is real to you, right? So honor your feelings. And if you feel something, allow yourself to feel it, observe it, and then if it's not healthy for you, release it, right? And then we're moving into March, the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay, the Five of Pentacles is, to me, usually like a lack, right? So in this card, it seems like the pentacles are moving away from the woman. So it's a card of lack, but since it's reversed, I feel that progressing through the beginning of the year, things are really going to start turning around for you, right? So you probably had a feeling of lack in January and February, and in March it's going to start turning around for you. And it's clarified by new moon in Aquarius, open up to change, okay? So just be open for things to change and evolve, right? Be open to the ebb and flow of life, because it's ever moving, ever flowing, ever changing. Just keep yourself open to those changes and you'll be amazed and surprised at how things work out in your favor, right? And then that leads us to April, the Six of Wands upright. Again, wands are all about action, right? And I do feel that the blockages that you had in January, at the very beginning of the year, I feel they're really going to open up for you, right? There's not going to really be that confusion anymore. You're really going to have a strong sense of the direction you want to go, how you want to proceed. And also, that's clarified by the new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive, right? So just no matter what is happening, always remember to find the bright side, find that silver lining, and really train yourself to be thankful and grateful for the things that you do have, the blessings that you do have. And that's really going to help propel you even further into the action that you need to take. And then for the bottom of the deck, I was doing either an overall energy of the beginning of the year or a challenge. So for this one, we have the Ten of Wands upright. So we have the Ten of Wands upright, and you just have a lot of action happening in the beginning of your year. And I feel it's the feeling of progression, right? Of just creating the reality that you want. And with that, we have first quarter moon and Leo, be humble. Now, this is also to let you know that yes, you can create your reality, you can create the things that you want, you can manifest them, but you also have to stay humble. Remember where it is that you come from. So when things start moving for you and progressing and the good things start happening, just remember, you know, to keep that positive and grateful mindset through everything, okay? So let's get some soul journey cards now. I already shuffled them, but I'm going to give them a couple shuffles on camera real quick. Okay. What does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? Okay. And I try to keep these looking all nice and straight, but that's just my OCD. Okay, what does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 20? Oh, okay. We will take that, and we will take that. Okay, so the first one we have is trust, okay? Affirmation, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly, right? So this is trusting your intuition, trusting source, God, spirit, however you want to describe it. So just trusting that your best interest and your highest good is at the forefront of your life progressing, right? Then, this is a really sweet one. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So I feel that you really need to appreciate and care for your friendships that you have. I do feel that your friendships are really going to help you get through the tough times, especially at the very beginning of the year. Cultivate strong, positive, healthy relationships with your friends, okay? And then we have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And this just goes hand in hand with the staying humble and focusing on the positive and being open to change and honoring your feelings, right? Just keep in mind that we're all humans. We're all here having a human experience. And we all have challenges. So just keep reminding yourself that we're all in this together, you know, essentially. Now let's get some cards from our Affirmators. The goal is 2. Okay, what does group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022, please, Spirit? What group 4 have in store for the beginning of 2022? Ooh, okay, we will take both. Oh, you got 2 bonus cards. What? So we have sensuality. Embracing sensuality doesn't necessarily mean you're a middle-aged swinger. It simply means you're savoring one of the coolest aspects of being alive, sensory input. It's time to get decadent and reward yourself with gifts for the senses. You could drop a wad of cash on champagne and chocolate, or you could tune in and enjoy the incredible gifts around you. The taste of an orange, the sound of the forest, the texture of corduroy. I don't know your life. The point is, it's time to savor whatever your senses can grab a hold of, even if that means you're being sensual. Gross. Okay, so that is the sensuality card. So just enjoy the simple, small things in life, you know, like that's really what's going to get you through the hard times. It's just those, keeping that positive, grateful mindset, right? And just enjoy those small things. Smell the roses, If somebody walks by with a cologne or perfume scent that you like, you know, just really take that in and enjoy it and just be grateful. Okay, then we have thoughtfulness. It's time to put your money where your mouth is and have fun showing your love. Think of all the little things you can do to show a person you love them. Then stop thinking of those things and actually do them. It's time to hide a note in someone's pocket, make them a snack, order them a book. Anything thoughtful can be an act of love, even taking the trash out to the dumpster. Unless you're dating the trash, in which case don't take it to the dumpster, take it somewhere fancy. Wow. Who would have thought that being so full of thoughts could be considered thoughtful? Okay. I just love this card. It's so cute. So I think that also really goes back to the friends card, really cultivating those relationships that you have with people, showing them that you care and appreciate them and love them and enjoy having their presence in your life, right? So any act of thoughtfulness and love, it could be anything positive, right, that would make them smile. So now we're going to get advice from Spirit for the beginning of the year. Okay. What advice do you have for group 4 for the beginning of 2022? Please, Spirit. Ooh, that came out fast. Oh my goodness. I almost fell out of the chair. Okay, we have Messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay, so I do feel this is really going to play a part at the beginning of the year for you. Okay, just really focus on harmony and balance. That'll benefit you very well. Okay. What other advice? Oh, okay. Then we have Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Okay, so I do like a thing called grounding, where you go outside without socks and shoes on and you stand in grass, mud, sand, whatever, and it basically helps ground you and reconnect you with nature and spirit, and it helps rebalance you and energize you, right? So I would highly recommend, especially during challenges, the beginning of the year, to ground yourself. One more piece of advice for group 4, please, Spirit. Oh, too many. One more piece of advice for group 4, please, Spirit, for the beginning of 2022. Please, Spirit. One more piece of advice. Oh, we will just take the top one. It's messing up my cards. Oh my goodness. If I could get it off the table. Okay, we'll take the top one. Okay, we have You're Not for Everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. I absolutely love that. Love that. Hi, group 4. Okay, so I finally figured out what was going on with my camera. It was, there's no more storage left. So that is why it kept cutting off and shortening how much time I could record at a time. I had to delete almost 8,000 videos and pictures off my camera. Note to self, make sure I do that more often. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish your reading. And I know your reading is actually the shortest out of all 4 groups. It's just your message has been really straightforward, and also at the same time I finally hit my groove, and it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, but I finally hit my groove. Okay, so the last bit of advice that Spirit has for you is You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. I just absolutely love that, right? I like to say we're all a little weird, right? And we need to just embrace that and really relish in that we're all unique, right? We all bring something different to the table, and that yes, we're all connected, we're all human, we're all having this human experience, yet we all do have special abilities, special gifts, certain things that just make us unique, and I just absolutely love that. So as a little bonus, I wanted to get some letters and numbers for you in my cute little California bag. Oh my, I really messed up the cards that time. I don't know why I bother even trying to make them stay looking nice, but okay, so let's get you some letters and numbers. Okay, we're not gonna look. Let's just, and group 3 was the only one that actually got a name spelled out in it. So let's see if yours will actually give you any names. Okay, so we have 1, 7, 4. Let me get all the numbers first. 2, another 1. You got a lot of numbers. Okay. 5. And this is just a way to see if, you know, if there's initials, your initials in here. Make sure, just more to verify that this is in fact your pile. Okay, so let me just line these all up, and then I will tell you what letters we have. Okay, we have quite a few. So we have A, 2 E's, F, 3 I's, D as in Delta, L, X, G, B as in Bravo, P as in Papa. Let me see if there's any names that I can see clearly. Oh, there's Paige. We got that. Dale. Let's see. That is about all I can think of right now. Dale and Paige. So 2 groups actually spelled names. But anyway, I want to thank you so much for tolerating all of the stops. I finally figured it out, and we will not have this problem going forward with my camera stopping me in future videos, because now I know how to prevent this. But thank you so much for your audience. I really appreciate your support. I hope that this resonated, and if it did, please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and then click the notification bell so that you get notified when I post new videos, which will be at least once a week, depending on how much energy that I do have that week. So please come back, and just thank you so much. And oh, I meant to say, if you do have any suggestions for future readings, please comment that below too, something that y'all would like to see me do. I'll try to kind of mix in some other things, but I do primarily do love readings. But thank you so much. Y'all have a most blessed evening or day whenever you're watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.